So this is gonna be weird. In all honesty, like I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to do here. So it's gonna be kind of weird and stream of consciousness-y, but just bear with me, okay? So recently I've been thinking, and it's more than that. Over the past year and a half or so, I've been kind of continuing this journey of self-discovery that started when I was about, I don't know, 21, 22. And I've learned a lot. And a lot of stuff I really didn't like. I don't really want to bore you all with the details right now. I'm going to be 100% honest. But I wanted to talk about something. And specifically, the reason why I'm doing this in the first place is I was thinking about how to kind of be a better man than I am now, and I realized I don't really talk about kind of what I'm feeling, and deep down not really letting myself process what's going on. And I know what a lot of people are going to say. It's like, oh, well, whatever. You don't really have anything. You don't have... Again, sorry. Very, very strange moment for me to do this. You don't really have room to talk, you're a man, you're white, blah, 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 whatever. The point is, each and every one of us has emotions. We need to process them, because if we don't, they just get louder and louder and louder until they ruin your life 24/7. That's been my experience for most of my teenage and adult life. Again, won't go into the details, but briefly, had a major bike accident back when I was like 15. Totally threw myself off the rails, became someone I didn't want to be. 21 rolls around, I start all over. And I'm still dealing with the fallout of kind of that restructuring. And I wanted to actually start processing these, and I hate writing. I enjoy like the articles that I write, and I enjoy creative writing, but I hate like journaling. It drives me nuts. I don't want to rip the piece of paper. Typing takes forever. I always forget to do it, and this is something I feel like I can do a little bit better. So consider this my uncut journal, and the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because I think it'll help somebody. And so that's where we are. Specifically, what I wanted to talk about, though, is over this past week, I realize I hate myself. And not in like the typical social media-y, celebrity-ish way that you hear all the time. Not even like some of my favorite punk rock artists say that they hate themselves. It's really this self-loathing of the parts of me and my bad habits that I really don't like. And it is this really harsh voice in the back of my head. And so I wanted to start taking time, I'm going to try to do this once a week, where I talk about this and kind of bring you along on the journey. And hopefully, if someone else is out there and can relate to this, hopefully it helps you too. I don't really know how to fix that yet, but there's a couple things I've been trying that have worked out really well, and so I figured I'd share those and open it up to people in the world. If you have other things that help you out, let me know. Probably one of the biggest things that's helped recently is taking time every morning to just exist. It's not even like, oh, this is my 5 or 6 step routine to totally crush the day. It's not even that. It's getting up every morning, getting out into the sun, if I can get it, getting some bright light, and just taking time to reflect and think. Probably the biggest thing would be taking time to read my scriptures, process my emotions, and imagine and set up my day for one where I can actually give myself space to feel something. A lot of guys I feel like are in this mode where they can't, or even worse, in my case, they don't want to. And that really sucks, because you end up like me, where you really can't trust or like anything too much, because there's too many bad things that you feel like need to be dealt with before you can like yourself. And that's helped, because it just kind of gives me some time to process what happened the day before. And it's scheduled in. It's not just, oh, I'm going to waste a bunch of time. It's no, this is time every morning, 10 to 15 minutes, where this is what we're doing. We're going to sit here and we're going to just exist. There's another thing I was thinking about today. Really, really struggling today. Both with bad habits, lack of motivation, just feeling tired. And that really sucks, especially for me. I'm a really driven overachiever, probably. And so it sucks when I feel like I'm not doing as much as I could be. That's one of those things that, like, I really hate, that self-loathing coming back, right? But I was thinking about this tradition, and I don't know if it's real, but I've heard it in several different, I feel like, reputable sources, LinkedIn articles, Nature, as in the journal articles. It's about a tribe in Africa that whenever someone does anything wrong, commits a crime, hurts another person, the tribe steals from them, they're not punished, which is really bizarre, especially if you live in the Western world like I do, if you live in the United States. Instead, they go around the circle and each member of the tribe tells the person who committed the crime what is good about them. And it's really bizarre. I was thinking about that when I was doing my workout today, and I just started to jot down some things that I like about myself, and it kind of helped me stop and think. It hasn't really, like, changed my world in any kind of dramatic way, but it gave me the space to think. And so, I guess to end this off, first off, if you found this helpful, let me know. And let me know what's going on in your life. I'm curious. I want to help in any way I can. And again, if you have other things that have helped you, let me know as well. But I would say probably the biggest thing is, if I could leave anything, is try to hate yourself a little bit less today. If you want to try what I do, great. If that helps you, if not, try to do something to not be so hard on yourself. I'm going to try to do the same. Like I said, I'm going to come back next week and we'll see how I did. But yeah, just wanted to close out with that. Have a good rest of your week.